Center and consolation game. Number 1 for the 2A state girls, the designated visiting team, Altamont Lady Longhorns, had to change up their starting lineup just a little bit due to 2 injuries for Emery Maxfield and Alyssa Abbott. They will be starting number 10, Aspen Mitchell, number 11, Cassidy Rasmussen, number 13, Gracie Gardner, number 21, Maddie Zeman, and number 22, Lacey Shiner. Duchesne is the designated home team for this game, and Scott Langford will have those starters for you.
So the starting, and the Duchesne Eagles will start number 12, Megan Remond, Ashlyn Gatherum, Brianna Brady. Those are 3 seniors, 12, 14, and 21, their numbers. Paula Tesoro and Alyssa Grant, number 33, and she's a senior also. So 4 seniors and a sophomore will start for Duchesne in this morning's tip-off. And I'm excited. This is going to be a great day of basketball. There are some fantastic games coming up.
It is, and I've got to do a quick apology on air to Coach Blair Madsen of the Duchesne Eagles yesterday during their game with Enterprise. On the program, it says their head coach is Eric Jessen, who was their coach last year, but he's moved to Paiute. And so Duchesne is coached by Blair Madsen. He's the head coach. Assistant coaches RJ Stansfield and Kaysen Chappell. So that'll do it. And
I actually played against Eric Jessen in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
And how did that work out for you?
It worked out well for me. It didn't work out so well for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And who did he play for?
Paiute.
Paiute.
Yeah.
Well, he's back in Paiute, set to tip.
I like the Jessens a lot. They're great. We did actually pull off a victory. So
set to tip off is Cassidy Rasmussen for Altamont and Megan Remond for Duchesne. Tip is won by Altamont. Mitchell with it, gets it over to Gardner.
Now Altamont, Gracie Gardner, of course, Maxfield out of the game and Abbott out of the game. So they're going to have some people step up and take care of the ball.
They will. Just underway here, 20 seconds in. And it's going to be a quick foul. I believe it's going to go to number 14, Ashlyn Gatherum, and it is. So Gatherum will pick up a quick foul as Gardner tried to probe the defense and drive in.
Yeah, just kind of didn't move her feet and actually reached in, and you get that call every time.
Gardner with it. Over to Zeman. Zeman so drives baseline.
Trapping defense.
And ball's going to go off her leg, so turnover to Altamont. They're going to come out in a full court zone press. 1-3-1. And Duchesne breaks it easy. That's Gatherum with it. She gets it back out to Grant. Grant over to Brady on the baseline. Underneath to, that's Tesoro. And it's going to go out of bounds on Altamont, so Duchesne will get it underneath their own basket.
We saw Tesoro yesterday. She has an uncanny knack of a little scoop layup. That one didn't go in, but she made a few yesterday.
Ball inbounded to Gatherum. She's going to go up in traffic. No good, but there is Tesoro with the it was Gatherum, excuse me. And quick steal by Duchesne. Here they come back quickly. On the baseline, and it's going to be knocked away, steal by Altamont, and then it's stolen right back by Duchesne. So every possession has been a steal and a turnover for the last 4 possessions. Brady with it, over to Gatherum, to Grant on the baseline. Gets back up top to Brady. Brady to Gatherum, excuse me, that's Tesoro. And Duchesne content to play perimeter passing, back up on top to Brady. Brady thinks about a 3, doesn't take it.
So a 2-3 zone, but interestingly enough, the bottom people are coming up. It's almost like it is a 2-1-2.
Yeah, it is a 2-1-2 almost.
She drops down, but it is a 2-1-2.
Brady, cross court to Grant. Grant thinks about a shot, doesn't take it, drive the lane. She goes up in traffic. Her shot is no good. Rebound's going to be tipped out of bounds by Duchesne. Oh, no, they're going to say it was tipped out by Altamont, so Duchesne basketball.
Yeah, second straight possession, you get it's almost like an offensive rebound. They get another opportunity.
Brady inbounding the ball. Gets it over to Gatherum. 3-point shot coming, no good. Rebound to number 22. That's Shiner. And here comes Altamont. Zeman with it. She's going to go coast to coast, kicks it out to Rasmussen. Rasmussen back to Zeman. Play catch on the perimeter, baseline back. Up top to Gardner.
Good energy so far in this one. Sometimes you wonder in the consolation bracket, but this is so far so good.
Shiner with it, and she's going to throw it. A little hard pass and go out of bounds, and on a turnover to the Lady Longhorns.
Yeah, Shiner, good idea. Just the pass went a little bit to the right, out of bounds.
Full court 1-3-1 trap coming. Grant with it. Gets it back to Brady. They play catch, picked up her dribble. She gets it over to Gatherum, but she's not gonna be able to handle the pass, and it's gonna be tied up. And Duchesne will keep the balls, preventing the turnover. Great hustle there by Cassie Rasmussen.
Yeah, I think actually Rasmussen took her eye off had a beat on it, and had a chance at getting that, but Duchesne gets it back.
5:30, no one yet to score yet in this first quarter of play. Inside to Tesoro. Tesoro's pass is going to be knocked away, kicked out of bounds though by Altamont, so Duchesne will get another opportunity underneath to try to make something work out of bounds.
Yeah, another opportunity as the ball's really bouncing Duchesne's way so far.
Alyssa Grant all by herself on three-point. Her shot rattles out, no good. Rebound's gonna be tracked down by Altamont, picked up by Zeman, number 21. She's quickly trapped by two Duchesne Eagles. She shot just inside the three-point line, no good. Rebound to Altamont is gonna be tracked down by Aspen Mitchell. And Zeman with it, drives inside, kicks it out to Shiner. Shiner three-point shot coming, that's no good. Rebound to Gardner. Gardner puts back up and in. Gardner gets the first buckets of the game.
Yeah, it took almost a half of a quarter, but finally we've got a score, 2-0.
Grant with it, gets it over to Brady. On the right side, there's Gatherum. Gatherum drives baseline. She's cut off by Rasmussen. Grant with it, three-point shot coming, college range, no good. Rebound tracked down by 13. That's Gracie Gardner. She quickly pushes the ball up the floor. Gardner goes down the left side of the floor. She's cut off quickly, but she gets it out to Mitchell. And as she goes in, I don't know if that was a shot or they're going to call it that she was on a shot. So she's going to go to the free throw line.
Well, and what happened is Ashlyn Gatherum trailing the play, and Mitchell never saw Gatherum coming and went up with the shot. Gatherum, I think, just kind of reached in and hit the arm. And
that's unfortunate for Duchesne, as that's her second foul for Gatherum, and she's going to be replaced by number 13, Maddie Karen. So 14 out, 13 in. First free throw by Aspen Mitchell's no good. Second free throw is up and good, so that extends the lead to 3, and Scott Altamont would love to get a win after getting 2 losses during the season to the Lady Eagles.
They would. This would be sweet revenge.
And
so who came in the game?
I'll get that just 1 second. Duchesne's going to take a timeout. We'll take it as well. 4:13 left in the first quarter. Altamont up by 3. We'll be back.
We are the people behind the connection. You may never see us, but you are always on our minds. Because you are the reason we do what we do. Improving the way you connect is the reason we are always working. Why we are always building. Why we are always striving to give you the best. We are the people behind the connection, working together to connect your life.
Welcome back to the D Event Center. Pepper Gale, Scott Langford here with you in the first consolation game for the 2A girls. Altamont with a 3-point lead, playing with a lot of intensity. The ball's inbound to Karen, gets it in back to Brady. Karen back, they're playing catch in the forecourt on a half-court trap. Raymond with it, gets it back out to Brady. Karen gets it over to Grant. That's Alyssa, back up top to Brady. She's gonna drive inside, get it over to Raymond. Raymond drives inside, gets it to Grant. Grant goes baseline, cut off. Her shot is gonna be blocked. And the rebound's gonna be taken by number 22, that's Shiner. And she's gonna throw it away, and there's gonna be a steal by Karen. And ball's gonna be tied up. Scott, the Altamont Lady Longhorns are playing with a heck of a lot of intensity.
No, they really are, and you can see they come over after the timeout. They came running over the huddle with a lot of enthusiasm. So I think some of the youth, we talked about this before, You know, maybe a little disappointment with the Duchesne seniors, but the Altamont Longhorns playing hard.
They are playing hard. Ball inbound to Mitchell. Over to Shiner, back up top to Gardner. Playing Altamont content to pass around the perimeter, probing the zone. On the baseline to Rasmussen. Rasmussen back up to Shiner. And they're taking their time offensively. And there's Gardner. Her shot's going to be blocked by number 12, and the rebound to Riemann. But then the ball, it goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of Altamont, so Duchesne will keep the ball on the baseline.
I was very, very impressed with Megan Riemann yesterday, as she had lots of blocks in the game and played very well in the post.
She did. Ball inbounded to Karen. And a full court zone press from Altamont. Grant with it in the middle. Gets it on the baseline, and it's going to be knocked away. They're going to say it was kicked. So regardless of if it was kicked or not, it's going to be Duchesne ball on their own baseline. So Brady with it to inbound the ball for Duchesne under their own basket. Gets it inside to
Nice
Alyssa
pass.
Grant, and she's going to be fouled on the play by number 22, Lacey Shiner. So Alyssa Grant, the senior, with an and one.
So Shiner just didn't quite get that. It was a great inbounds play, and Duchesne's first bucket of the game comes 5 minutes into the game.
So free throw here will tie it up at 3. Grant shot looks good. It is nothing but net. Tie game. Substitution in the game. And don't know number. Yeah. So number 10 checking in. No, 10's always been in there for Duchesne. We have a novice on the iPad this morning.
This is hard.
Altamont with it. Gets it over to Brady. Excuse me, not Brady, that's Zeman. Gardner over to Shiner. Back over to Zeman. Zeman's going to drive baseline, cut off. She's triple teamed and smart. She kicks out of bounds. It's going to be Altamont ball. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor by Altamont. We'll take it as well with 2:34 left in the first quarter. We're all tied up at 3, and we'll be back. We're back as Duchesne easily breaks the full court press, but then, oh wow,
maybe
great
not so easily.
Maybe not so easily as Riemann has a great play. And Tesoro with the shot outside, no good. But there's number 22, Shiner, with the rebound. She gets it to Rasmussen. Rasmussen gets it over to Gardner. And a lot of pressure defense by Grant. Mitchell with it on the baseline to Zeman. And Altamont again content just to pass around the perimeter, as Duchesne is in a very tight zone, clogging up the paint.
Intensity has increased for both teams. I like it. It makes the game a lot more fun.
And Zeman's getting shots up in traffic, no good. Rebound is going to be taken by Duchesne. There's going to be a foul on the rebound. Foul number 13, Gracie Gardner.
So Gracie Gardner picks up foul number 1.
Number 20 checking in for Duchesne, replacing number 21. That's Riley Blazard. So Blazard replacing Brady. And Altamont continues with their press. Grant with it. She's going to dribble up the side, gets it on the baseline to Riemann. Riemann drives inside and gets it over to Riemann.
Yeah,
and Mikkel gets an easy bucket.
Yeah, great pass. I'm pretty sure these two got to be sisters or cousins.
I would imagine so.
It was a great pass from Megan to Mikkel.
Altamont with it, down by 2. Gardner with it on the top of the key. Kicks it out to Mitchell, and Mitchell's shot looks good, is good. Mitchell drains one from downtown.
Aspen Mitchell, she calmly, she didn't even pause, she just shot that.
And now Altamont's gonna get the steal on the press, and Gardner's gonna drive down. Ooh, almost loses her footing. Ball's gonna be turned over, picked up by Grant. Grant's gonna drive the lane, she's gonna go out coast to coast. And no call, lots of contact underneath. Grant shot, no good. Rebound taken by Gardner. And the refs are definitely letting them play this morning.
They definitely are. Altamont with a 1-point lead.
Shot by Altamont's no good. That's number 21, Zeman. And here comes another shot by Shiner, no good. Rebound tracked down by Mitchell. Mitchell gets it inside to Rasmussen. Rasmussen's shot is up and in. 23 seconds left, and Altamont with a 3-point lead. Raymond with it as she drives on the baseline. She's going to lose the ball out of bounds. This pressure Altamont's putting on them is definitely starting to get to them. Substitution in the game for Duchesne. Brady checking back in the game for number 13, Maddie Karen, and number 30 checking in the game for number 12. So 16 seconds left in the first quarter play. Altamont with the ball and a 3-point lead. Gracie Gardner with it. Gets it to Shiner. Back in the corner to Zeman. 3 seconds left, long 3-point shot coming, no good, but there's the rebound. Not by number 11, that's Cassie Rasmussen. Her shot is up and no good at the buzzer. So after 1 quarter of play, Duchesne trailing by 3. 8-5 our score, and we'll be back.
Utah State University puts higher education in reach whatever your path may be. Whether you want to move to Logan or Price for a traditional campus experience, or save on living expenses and stay in the Uinta Basin, USU makes earning a college degree possible. As an Aggie, you'll gain skill sets to pursue the career that you love and that will make an impact. And no matter where you attend, your diploma will have the same 3 renowned words: Utah State University.
I wanted to work for L&L just because I enjoy being around people. L&L's got to be one of the funnest places I've ever worked, hands down. You can't find a better group of people to work with each and every day.
So working at L&L Motor does give me a sense of pride. We're a big part of the community.
I really enjoy at the end of the day going home that I know that I've taken care of all my customers the best I possibly can.
We understand that when they do come here, it's an inconvenience, and we really just try to get them back on the road as soon as we can.
Welcome back to second quarter action of the consolation game between Altamont and Duchesne. Duchesne quickly inbounding the ball, gets it up top to Grant.
Yeah, these girls are playing for the 5th and 6th game. Big deal.
It is, and Grant has a pretty shot. She gets a bucket right from the get-go to chip into that lead. 8-7 Altamont with the ball.
You think if you can finish in the top 6 in this state tournament, that's a good accomplishment with all the great teams.
It is. 2A is definitely pretty heavy with a lot of very good teams this year. And Altamont still content with the perimeter passing. Gardner with it. She probes the defense, gets on the baseline to Zeman, and she's gonna dribble it off her foot. Turnover to the Longhorns.
Yeah, Zeman a little bit surprised. She said the ball was tipped, but the official said nope, it's just out of bounds.
So the 1-3-1, 1-2-1-1 press still on. Duchesne breaking easily. Grant with it. She's going to drive the lane. She kicks it out to number 10. That was Raymond. Her shot is no good. Tracked down by Brady. Ball's kicked back out to Grant. They reset the defense. Blazard with it on the baseline. Kicks it back up to Blazard. Up to Brady. Grant looking inside. Brady with it on the left wing. Looking for somebody, gets it back up top to Grant on the baseline to Raymond. And Duchesne being very, very patient on their offense. Gets it inside to Tesoro. Tesoro gets it back out to Grant. Grant's shot looks good. It is good. So Grant with 4 quick second quarter points.
Yeah, that cuts the lead to 1-9-8. And Grant's done a good job of driving on that left side. She likes it on this side.
Altamont with it. Mitchell back up top to Gardner as, again, both teams content to just do a lot of perimeter passing. Shiner looking inside, gets it back up to Mitchell. And three-point shot coming from Rasmussen. No good. Rebound to Tesoro. And here comes Brady. Brady looks inside. She has Blazard. Blazard's going to go up. She's going to kick it out to Blazard. Her shot's no good. Rebound to Gardner. And here comes Gardner quickly pushing the action. She gets it over to Rasmussen. On the baseline, she's quickly trapped, but she gets it back out to Rasmussen. Rasmussen's ball is going to be stolen away by Grant. Turnover to Altamont. And here come the Eagles on the run. Brady quickly gets the ball down, gets it up top to Grant. 8-9 our score. Altamont yet to score in the second quarter.
There's a little Altamont young girl who's a one girl rooting section.
She is. Blazard's shot up is no good. Going
Tesoro, actually.
Oh, Tesoro, sorry. Going to be tracked down by Blazard. Grant back over to Blazard. Brady with it. Freeman gets it down to Grant. Grant thinks about a three-pointer, doesn't take it. Oh, great pass as she drives inside, dishes off to Tesoro, and she'll be fouled and go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that'll be Gardner's
second
personal foul, and that's trouble, especially with Abbott and Maxfield on the bench.
So Tesoro yet to score. Will get her first chance to score from the charity stripe. Her first shot is up and no good. Couple substitutions in for Duchesne. 12 in for 10. And 14 in for 33. And for Altamont, Oakley Foy, number 55, checking in for Gracie Gardner with those 2 fouls. So Tesoro's second free throw on the way. It's up and no good as well. Rebound will be taken by Rasmussen. And here comes Zeman. And Duchesne has extended the zone just a bit. Three-point shot coming. It looked like there was contact, but no call. And Riemann with the rebound. And great look down inside, but her shot is no good. That was number 20, Blazard. Rebound to number 11, Cassidy Rasmussen. Zeman with it. And Altamont gets it back up top. Zeman's shot coming, looks good, is good. Wow, pretty shot by number 21, Maddie Zeman. 2-pointer. Ashlyn Gatherham back in the game. Duchesne gambling just a bit with those 2 fouls. She gets it over to Riemann. Gives it to Tesoro. Tesoro's shot is up, no good, but she's gonna be fouled by Cassidy Rasmussen. And we talked about this before yesterday, Scott. She has a scoop shot. Oh, it was on, excuse me, it was on 55.
Yes, we did. And it's uncanny how well it goes in, so she does a really good job with that.
So Tesoro's first free throw coming up is no good. Free throw substitutions in the game. Grant checking in for number 20. So 33 in for 20.
So on the court for Duchesne, numbers what? 12, 14.
12, 14, 30, 33, 21. Second free throw is up and no good as well. Rebound to Rasmussen. And here comes Zeman. Zeman quickly pushes the ball up the floor, and she is going to run into traffic, but Maddie Zeman is going to pick up a foul.
It's Brady who will pick it up. I actually had it. Brianna Brady picks up the foul.
Sorry, the other 21 is Zeman.
Yeah.
They had the ball.
That's kind of hard.
Whoops. So Altamont with it. And number 5 checking in for Altamont. That's Abby Long. And there's going to be a turnover as Altamont tries to force it inside. Picked off by Duchesne. Grant with it.
It's been a back and forth affair right now. Altamont with a 1-point lead.
A lot of turnovers in this game. 10-9 our score. Altamont with the lead. Grant with it. Gets it over to Brady. Brady thinks about a three-point shot, doesn't take it, drives inside. Her shot is going to be short off the rim, no good, and there's Foy with the rebound. And Zeman outlets the ball, brings it up. She gets it over to Long. Zeman over to Shiner. Back up top, quick perimeter passing, and then the ball is going to go out of bounds off of Rasmussen. Turnover to the Lady Longhorns.
Turnover starting to cause problem for Altamont, and some of this youth showing up a little bit with the more experienced Duchesne Eagles.
Press continues. Brady with it, gets it down to Tesoro. Toro has Riemann, but here's the quick feet of Rasmussen, saves a potential layup, and we got girls all over the floor.
Yeah, they all got up, though. After yesterday's game, we're just glad they got up again.
I'm sure their coach is happy to see that because they're losing 2 starters yesterday on plays. That's never good. Ball's inbounded quickly to Gatherum. Gatherum shots up, no good. Rebound to Foy, and here's Zeman all by herself. She's going to go up for the layup, no good. Rebound to Long. Long shots up, no good. Rebound's going to be brought down by Riemann. And she gets it to Grant. Grant's cross-court pass to Brady, gets it inside to number 14, Gatherum. Her shot is no good. Rebound to Zeman. And Altamont will slow it down just a little bit. 2:24 left in the half. Altamont up 10-9.
I think you got a future Lady Longhorn in the back.
I would think so, or a very enthusiastic cheerleader.
Or a little sister, one of those two.
Long three-point shot coming, no good, short off the rim. Rebound to Brady. And almost a steal by Rasmussen. Here comes Brady. Brady's gonna, great pass over to Tesoro. Tesoro shots up and in.
And that's Tesoro again, kind of an unorthodox, and she's very good at that.
Shiner back up top to Long, to Zeman. Cross-court pass gonna be picked off by Duchesne, picked up by Grant, but ball's loose on the floor. Travel, no call, and Duchesne comes up with it. Grant. Tesoro to Brady. Brady cross-court to Grant. Gets it over to Riemann. Back up top to Grant. 1:29 left in the first quarter. Play Duchesne with a 1-point lead.
Well, Duchesne now settling down, just working for a good shot.
Wow, and there's Tesoro with that shot. She's going to go up. She's going to get a bucket and the foul.
Yeah, that foul's going to go on Lainey Shiner, and that's her second personal foul.
So this will be Tesoro's third trip to the free throw line. Maddie Karen checking in. Number 13 checking in for number 14, Ashlyn Gatherum, who's been playing with 2 fouls.
So probably smart for the Duchesne Eagles to get her out, save that third foul.
So Duchesne with this free throw is no good, remains a 3-point lead. Tesoro's 0 for 5 from the foul line. The ball's gonna be stolen away. And then they're going to call a foul on Foy. Interesting because there was a lot of fighting over the ball. It was between 2 girls from Duchesne.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Foy got that one.
Probably 2 fouls on Foy. 1 more foul and we'll be in the bonus.
See if the full court press starts to bother the Longhorns or the Eagles.
And Duchesne breaks the press easily, gets it inside to Riemann. Riemann gets it out to Grant. Grant shot coming from the free throw line, no good, but there's Riemann with the rebound. Her shot's up, no good as well. And it's gonna be rebounded by Cassie Rasmussen. There's gonna be a rebound foul on Duchesne, number 30.
So Tesoro picks up a foul. Let's see, that is her first personal foul. Still no bonus in this half, so this half's gone pretty quickly, a minute left.
It has. Yesterday, I think Altamont probably shot more free throws than they have in their entire season in that game against Beaver. Shiner with it, gets over to Long.
There was 50 free throws. That game would never end.
It was the game that would never end. And now a quick foul. Number 21, that's Brianna Brady. That's her second.
Coach for the Eagles not very happy with that one.
39.5 seconds left. Altamont inbounding the ball, gets it out to Zeman. Zeman's 3-point shot from the top of the key. Oh, no good, but there's Foy with the rebound. Her shot is up and no good. Tesoro with the rebound, and here comes Duchesne. Tesoro's gonna go coast to coast. I don't see her slowing down. I was wrong. She gets it out to Karen. Gets it out to Grant. Grant thinks about a 3, doesn't take it. Drives inside on the right line, and they're gonna call a foul on Oakley Foy, I believe. And the coaching staff from Altamont not happy.
Yeah, second foul on Foy. I didn't get able to see. I was screened by the official, so I didn't see what happened. Oh, third foul for Foy.
It is, and you know, she really was just standing there, and Grant ran into her, but regardless, Grant will go to the free throw line. Her first free throw shot is up and good on the 1-and-1. No, excuse me, on the 2-shot foul. Number 20 is going to check in Paula Avendano for Oakley Foy. So biggest lead for Duchesne, 14-10. They lead by 4. Second shot, free throw shot by Grant is no good. Rebound tracked down by Shiner.
Shiner's cleaning up the boards this morning.
17 seconds left. Long with it. Quick trap as Shiner's just going to try to split the defenders. Going to lose the ball. Going to be tied up. Altamont will keep the ball with 8.4 seconds left.
So down by 4. This might be a key point of the game for Altamont, as they would like to stay close to Duchesne for the second half.
Long inbounding the ball, gets it inside. Maddie picks it up, and it's going to go over to Shiner. 4 seconds left, lots of defense, and they're going to say she stepped on the baseline. So turnover, 2.4 seconds left, Duchesne with the ball.
Yeah, and Shiner really no place to go. She knew she only had 2 seconds to shoot, had to make a move.
Ball inbounded to Grant. Grant will huck it over to the end of the basket. No good. So that'll do it after 2 quarters of play and several lead changes. Duchesne leads 14-10. And we'll be back.
When you need windows, doors, bathroom glass, or paint, Jones Paint and Glass can help. With over 80 years in the industry, we're Utah's go-to expert for paint and glass. We offer beautiful, energy-efficient Jones Paint and Glass windows, as well as Anderson and Marvin windows and doors. We also offer top paints like Benjamin Moore and PPG Pittsburgh paints. Whether you're remodeling or building from scratch, Jones Paint and Glass has you covered.
When you hear the crash.
The Women's Center offers comprehensive services for every generation, from routine gynecologic checkups and obstetrics to advanced imaging. Trust the hospital that specializes in women's needs. Learn more at ashleyregional.com.
It's halftime here at the D Event Center at Altamont Longhorns and the Duchesne Lady Eagles in a very contentious game. These two teams are huge rivals, Scott, and they're battling to stay in the state tournament because the loser of this game is out.
Well, this is great. I think in a consolation bracket, this is exactly what you want. You want crosstown rivals, and you want them to want to play this game. And there's some good intensity on both sides of the floor. So this has been a good game this morning.
It is, and for non-morning people like myself, it's to see these girls come out with like so much intensity and aggression. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a fun game to watch. It's a low-scoring game, 14-10, but we've seen several lead changes, a lot of turnovers, and a lot of steals.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers, especially for Altamont. They've got 14 turnovers, only 4 to Duchesne, and that's really why they don't have a bigger lead. They've really struggled. Duchesne's full-court press has really bothered the Longhorns.
And talk to us about one of my favorite stats, which is rebounding.
Rebounding, free throws, and this is where it's really one-sided. So we talked about the turnovers being heavily lopsided against the Altamont Longhorns. On the reverse, it's been rebounds for Altamont, 24 for the Longhorns, while only 11 for the Duchesne Eagles. So, I mean, those two are kind of balance each other out, which is why we have a close game.
Looking at some individual scoring for both teams, starting first with the visiting team, the Altamont Longhorns. Aspen Mitchell with 4 points, and we're in the first quarter. Cassidy Rasmussen, Gracie Gardner, and Maddie Zeman all with a bucket. And Scott, in that second quarter, Altamont only scored 2 points.
Yeah, just the one bucket. It was mainly turnovers that caused most of the problems. And you look at the field goal percentage for Altamont. The three-point field goal percentage is only 1 for 9, but only also 4 for 17, so 24% from the field.
So definitely their aggression, their intensity have kept them in the ballgame. Looking now at Duchesne, leading all scorers is Alyssa Grant with 8 points. With 4 points is Paula Tesoro and Mikkel Riemond with 2. And Tesoro went to the line 3 times that quarter, but was 0 for 5.
Yeah, it was 0 for 5, so free throws for both of these teams. 1 for 2 for Altamont and only 2 for 8 for Duchesne. And Duchesne didn't shoot any better than Altamont at 25% from the field.
So that's our halftime analysis of this game. And there's 41 seconds left before tip-off.
Let's talk about keys the second half, because I think, Altamont wants to keep up the intensity. I think it's been all about intensity. They might consider themselves the little sister on this end of the block, and they are really playing hard. So I think it's the intensity and keeping the rebounding advantage for the Longhorns. On the Duchesne side of the ball, Duchesne has really got to execute just a little bit better. I think Grant's done a good job inside, but they've got to get some passing. And I think Megan Riemond has got to get more into the offensive scope of things. Riemond with no points yet in this game, and she's an impressive young lady. So Riemond definitely is capable. Only had 4 last night, but averages 3 a game. But I think inside, she has the opportunity to score.
Well, I'm looking at Ashlyn Gatherum. Gatherum yesterday was just a monster. She ended up with 8 points, but she was huge on the boards. So starting out in the third quarter for Duchesne is Brady, Gatherum, Grant, Tesoro, and Riemond. For Altamont is Mitchell, Rasmussen, Gardner, Zeman, and Shiner.
Here we go, third quarter action. Coming up next is going to be Millard Wasatch Academy. That ought to be a great game.
That'll be a fantastic game. Great pass inside, but they're going to be unable to handle it. So turnover to Duchesne. Quick turnover, 9 seconds in. Altamont with the ball. Gardner with it. Gardner will get it over to Mitchell. Back up top, and you can see the zone is extended for Duchesne. And a quick steal by Brianna Brady. She's going to quickly get it ahead to Gatherum. Gatherum's going to pull up. Pretty jumper, no good. Rebound can be brought down by Mitchell, who gets it over to Rasmussen. Rasmussen quickly bringing the ball down the floor, but here comes Grant right behind her. She tips it, and the ball's going to go out of bounds on Brady. Great hustle by Grant, but kind of wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, no, on the other end, Gardner actually tips that ball out so Mitch could pick it up. And then Grant hustling down knocks it away.
Ball inbounded to Gardner. She's going to drive inside the paint in traffic, loses the ball, picked up by Tesoro. She gets over to Grant.
Yeah, tried to split the double team. Wasn't quite enough space for it.
Brady with it. Gets it. Oh, pass inside intended for Grant. No good. Picked off by Zeman. She's going to go coast to coast, and her shot is up. No good. Rebound to Gatherum.
Gatherum did a good job of staying back and not reaching for the layup.
Grant with it. Back up top to Gatherum to Brady. Brady steps out. They reset the offense. Gatherum up top to Grant. Oh, pretty pass inside to Gatherum. She's going to go up. No call. And the official's going to say that the ball is going to go off of Duchesne. Good break there for Altamont.
Yeah, I think I like the no call, and it's mainly because Gatherum kind of threw herself in, but I felt like Altamont actually just held their hands up and didn't move much.
And they're actually going to reverse the call underneath, and they're going to say it's Duchesne's ball after an official's conference.
Okay, surprising. I mean, I couldn't see the play. I just didn't know what was happening.
Tesoro with it to Maddie Karen, who checked in the game. Karen shot. Wow, nothing but net. Maddie Karen checks in the game, knocks one down from downtown.
Yeah, she knocks that down. And that was a designed play out of the timeout. Biggest lead of the game is 7.
Altamont with it, needs a bucket right here, so this game does not get out of hand, and the ball's going to be tipped away as they try to get it inside to the high post, and there's going to be a frustration foul. I believe this is going to go to number 11, Cassie Rasmussen.
Oh, Rasmussen. You know, tried to get it in there, but it was actually Gatherum. No, it was Tesoro who knocked it out the first time. But just trying to put a pass where there's just too many defenders.
Yeah, you don't want them to force. You don't want to force that in, especially in a zone as tightly packed as Duchesne is playing. Inside to Gatherum from Riemann. Gatherum's going to go up, pretty shot. It's no good, but she's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Yeah, there's Riemann inside like I talked about. And how big are these free throws? Altamont down by 7. They've got to keep it close.
Riemann 2 free throws here will be a 9-point lead, and they're huge for Duchesne. First one is up and bounce off the front of the rim, no good. Abby Long checking in for the Longhorns, replacing Mitchell. And Altamont on a scoring drought, hasn't scored since early in the second quarter.
But how about Duchesne's free throws struggles? I mean, this game could be blown wide open with free throws.
They could be up by almost 15 with their free throws, but they're only 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11.
Now just an unforced error timeout for Altamont.
So we'll take one as well. 18-10, Duchesne leads. We'll be back.
Live coverage of state tournament high school basketball is made possible by Spencer Ag, helping farmers and ranchers increase crop production with commercial fertilizer, chemical, weed, and bug control. Hometown Abundance. Rick and Elise are proud to support our kids from the basin doing great things. Upper Country Market. We offer low prices on high-quality products and provide exceptional service.
Utah State University puts higher education in reach whatever your path may be. Whether you want to move to Logan or Price for a traditional campus experience, or save on living expenses and stay in the Uinta Basin, USU makes earning a college degree possible. As an Aggie, you'll gain skill sets to pursue the career that you love and that will make an impact. And no matter where you attend, your diploma will have the same 3 renowned words: Utah State University.
Coach Monnier actually agreed, and he called that timeout, just talked to his troops and said, hey, intensity back up, and you've got to execute. Just too many turnovers for the Longhorns.
Grant with it, looks inside, has Riemann. Riemann's going to go up, her shot, almost goes in, no good. Rebound's going to be brought down by Long. And Long quickly pushes the ball up the floor.
I think the Duchesne coach listened to our keys to the second half as they've really tried to get into Megan Riemann.
3-point shot coming, no good. That was taken by Rasmussen. And Grant with the rebound, they're going to call a rebounding foul on Abby Long.
Yeah, Long just, as Grant got the rebound, she made sure that she kind of went into the player, and Long did the reach and picked up the foul.
So here comes Duchesne. Maddie Karen with it. We've got a 1-person cheering squad for Altamont behind us. She's adorable. Maddie Karen, travel. Yep, they caught her as she looked to jump, took her feet off the ground. Good call.
Yeah, and that's one of those times where the brain does 2 things exactly the same time, and so does the body. So the pass and the dribble at the same time.
Long with it. Long, a freshman, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Gets it to Zeman, back to Zeman. Over to Shiner. Altamont settling down a little bit more, taking their time offensively. And Long with it up top. They've tried to force it inside a lot, and they've turned it over. And three-point shot's going to be tipped. No good off the front of the rim, but there's Zeman with the rebound. And a lot of contact, but Grant's going to get a steal. And then they're going to call a foul on Shiner. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that was very unpopular among the crowd. And let's take a look at the replay. Oh no, Shiner did get the arm on that, but the foul, there was a foul before.
But if you take into consideration the contact Grant had with the steal, and consideration with that, well, I'm not the one wearing the stripes.
No, and it's, I mean, I said this yesterday, but I thought the officiating had been pretty good all day long yesterday.
It has, and I would say the same as well, as Altamont gets a steal, turnover to Duchesne. Shiner with it on the left wing, back up top to Long.
I think Duchesne's got to have a bucket on this possession.
Altamont, you mean?
I'm sorry, yeah, Altamont.
I agree, they've got to start chipping into this lead. Here comes three-point shot, no good, that's by Rasmussen. Rebound's gonna be tipped out of bounds. They're gonna say bye Duchesne, and substitution in the game, number 15. This is Brooke Spencer checking in, relieving, no, that's not Brooke Spencer. Lakin Murray.
There you go, Murray.
And Zeman with it. She'll set the offense from the top of the key. Back over to Murray. And Long shot. Wow! Long takes a long three-pointer. Finally, score for Altamont.
Well, it's funny. You could hear the coach for the Eagles. He hollered, "Don't let her shoot," and then she drains a three immediately.
And they're going to get a travel. Good defense by Long and Rasmussen for Altamont.
Yeah, I talked about the critical juncture in the game. Altamont had to score a bucket, and the freshman Abby Long knocks one down, and then they force the turnover. So, it's a big time of the game for the Longhorns.
I love to see that these girls are not giving up.
Yeah, neither team.
Says a lot about their character. Murray with it to Gardner. Gardner's going to drive baseline, cut off, quickly double teamed, but she's ball out to Long. Zeman's three-point shot coming, no good. Rebound to Riemann, and there's Gatherum all by herself. Is she going to slam it? No, but she'll lay it in.
She gets it. She elevated, just not quite able to dunk it.
I would love to see a girl dunk a ball sometime. Long with it. Gets it inside to Gardner. Gardner tries to split defenders, kicks it back out to Murray. Murray's three-point shot coming, no good, but there's Zeman. She tips the rebound. It's going to be picked up by Gatherum. Grant sees Gatherum on the baseline. And they will reset their offense. So Maddie Karen's going to take the three-point shot. Wow, Maddie Karen, that's her second tray of the quarter.
Yeah, same shot, same result. Lead back to 10.
Zeman drives it down, no good, and they're going to get over the back call on Rasmussen. Good call.
It was a good call. As Ras just over the back. I think Rasmussen said, I didn't touch her, but she definitely was up and over.
That's Rasmussen's third foul. Get this, 5 team fouls for Altamont, no fouls for Duchesne this quarter.
Yeah.
A little lopsided in the foul category. And Duchesne's gonna throw it away. Great defensive pressure by the Lady Longhorns.
Yeah, the intensity for Duchesne not quite where it was yesterday when we saw them playing. Just a little different.
And you may be right. It may be the youth of the Altamont Lady Longhorns that's a little different here. And
yeah, no seniors to lament the last games of their careers. This is all underclassmen.
Brady checking back in for Gatherum, and Altamont's going to have a great next few years as they've all playing juniors and freshmen and sophomores. It's going to be fun to watch them. Long with it. She's going to drive into traffic, and there's going to be the first foul of the half for Duchesne. It's going to go to Brady. That's
third personal foul.
Third foul.
Yeah, Brady just didn't quite get the feet shuffled over to maintain position.
Long with it, gets it over to Murray, back up top to Long. Brady looking, has Murray. And the ball's going to be kicked, and just
it's a kicked ball, yeah.
Maddie Karen hustles down the floor. Should have been a kicked ball because it was kicked.
Well, and actually everybody stopped because it was a kicked ball, but then the no call.
Karen, credit Karen with the hustle to get the ball for Duchesne. Grant with it on the baseline, gets it up top to, it's on the baseline now to Brady. 3-point shot coming short, no good. Rebound is being fought over by 2 red, 2 white, and it'll go to Altamont.
Yeah, Murray ties up with Raymond. That's McKell.
1:46 left. Duchesne leads by 10, 23-13. As there's only 1 basket in the second and 1 basket in the third for Altamont. 3-point shot coming for Zeman. She is not going to make it, but she'll be fouled by number 10. That's McKell Raymond. So she'll be able to chip into this lead by 7 if she can make her free throws.
And McKell just groans out on the front, and I didn't actually see it, but just kind of groans. So 3 free throws for Maddie Zeman.
Zeman sets up for her first one. First shot is up and good. So 4th point scored of the third quarter for Altamont, lead back to 9. Second free throw, good for Zeman. Third free throw coming is good as well. So Maddie Zeman just cool as a cucumber, steps up to the charity stripe and knocks 3 down, cuts the lead to 7. But here comes Duchesne quickly breaking the press and easily gets a bucket by Megan Raymond.
Yeah, McKell to Megan. What a great press breaker.
Zeman forces her way into traffic, and they're going to call her with a travel. So Zeman trying to make something happen, loses her footing.
Yeah, minute 17 left. Again, this has been hovering around this 9-10 range all morning long.
And that's unfortunate because only 5 points scored in this third quarter by Altamont. And here comes Duchesne again, and there's Raymond all by herself again for another easy bucket.
Yeah, same exact combination. McKell to Megan.
5 points for Megan Raymond this quarter.
A quick shout out to Channel V6, who's running the broadcast this morning along with Centricom Channel 10. So appreciate our partners in bringing this to the Altamont and Duchesne areas.
Zeman shot, wow. The degree of difficulty on that one was awesome.
Yeah, she stepped up in the middle, found a small space, and got the shot off.
Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Duchesne, so turnover. And, you know, Altamont is not giving up.
No, Grant did a really great job of getting around the pressure, found the right player, and I think McKell just looked up before the ball hit her hands and turnover.
25 seconds left in the third quarter of play. Duchesne leads by 9, 27-18. Zeman with it, up top to Long, probably playing for the last shot. Can't see who that is, but gets over to Zeman. Zeman on the baseline to Gardner. Gardner gets away with the travel. No, she doesn't. They caught her, so turnover to Altamont.
It was a slight delay, but it was the correct call.
So 11.1 seconds, and Duchesne trying to get another easy bucket. Grant inbounds it to Karen. Karen back over to Grant. 7 seconds left. She gets it to Raymond. Raymond to the other Raymond. Raymond shots up, no good. Rebound's going to be taken by Gatherum. Her shot at the buzzer, no good. So after 3 quarters of play, Duchesne with a 9-point lead, 27-18. We'll be back.
The Women's Center offers comprehensive services for every generation, from routine gynecologic checkups and obstetrics to advanced imaging. Trust the hospital that specializes in women's needs. Learn more at ashleyregional.com.
3 down and 1 to go. 27-18 our score. Duchesne with the 9-point lead. And Scott, you know, definitely Altamont's had their chances. They've just struggled managing, you know, to take care of the ball well.
Well, Duchesne's length and experience causing some problems for the Longhorns.
And then there's a quick steal by Altamont. Here comes Zeman. And she's pushed down by the back. After about 2 no calls, they were forced to call that one.
Yeah, no choice at all. So, and that's only the 4th team foul, so Duchesne doesn't have free throws.
5 team fouls for Altamont, 3 for Duchesne. Long inbounds the ball to Zeman. Zeman over to Murray. Gets over to Long. Long's going to take a shot. It's going to be blocked and go out of bounds. And Altamont will have it underneath their own basket.
Yeah, Megan Riemann didn't really jump. Long, not really tall, and you know, did a good job. Not a lot of contact, blocked easily.
So Long with it. Looking for somebody inbound to, gets it to Rasmussen. Rasmussen's shot's no good. The rebound's going to be taken by Riemann, but tied up by Long. Stays with Altamont.
Yeah, that's the tall and short of things, is you've got Long and Riemann tied up, and it was funny watching Long throw the ball in. She's like, "Get free," she yelled while she had the ball.
She's going to get it inbound. It's going to be stolen away by Maddie Karen. Karen over to Gatherum. Gatherum to lay up all by herself. Puts it up for 2.
Yeah, that might be one of the daggers. Altamont's going to have to score quickly at this point.
Biggest lead of the game is 11, I think. And Murray with it over to Long. Back to Murray, back to Long. And they've got to start making something happen. Every offensive possession from here on out does count. Ball's going to be loose on the floor, picked up by Duchesne.
Yeah, Gatherum knocks that ball out of the hands of Rasmussen.
Grant with it. Up top to Gatherum. Riemann with it. Up top, to Grant. Looking inside for Gatherum, doesn't have her. Gets back on the baseline to Riemann. Cross-court pass to Gatherum. Gatherum gets it on the baseline to Grant. Grant's going to drive baseline, go up strong. She's going to make the bucket and be fouled.
Yeah, Grant did a great job. Saw the lane, faked the 3, went from her left to her right, and put it in right in front of the basket.
Foul's going to go to Maddie Zeman. That's her 2nd foul. Brady checking in for Maddie Karen for Duchesne.
You know, Duchesne starting to pull away in this one. Just the experience and the size is bothering the Longhorns.
Grant's free throws up, and it's nothing but net, so that'll push her into double figures with 11 points this game. Zeman with it, up top to Long. Gets it to Murray. Looking inside for Gardner, doesn't have her, back up top to Long. Murray drives around the top of the horn. It's going to be picked off by Brady. Brady's going to go down, I'm pretty sure coast to coast. She's going to go up. No foul, but she makes the bucket.
Yeah, she did a great job. She just went straight away from the defender and scored the bucket. 16-point lead.
So 34-18 our lead. Altamont yet to score this quarter. Need to get something done offensively. Long with it. Gets it to Murray. Murray drives inside in traffic. Her shot is up, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Riemann, and then they're going to call a rebounding foul on Rasmussen.
Yeah, really nice job by Murray as she found the lane and she took the shot at the right time when she was open. Just couldn't finish up.
We're in the bonus now with 5:40 left. Duchesne will be shooting free throws. Number 22, Lacey Shiner checking in for Altamont, and number 20, Riley Blazer checking in for Duchesne. And it'll be Mikhail Riemann at the free throw line, shooting 1-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Has she been to the line yet this morning?
She has not. She had a bucket early in the first. Hasn't scored since. Her first free throw is up and good.
Yeah, nice job. That one went right in. Coming up next will be Wasatch Academy and Millard. Should be an exciting matchup. And we got another consolation side games between a couple of teams. And then we move on to the championship brackets. Some great games coming up this evening.
Her free throw is no good, and there was Gardner with the rebound. She drives down, her layup is no good, and
Blocked.
here come the Eagles.
Blocked by Grant, then she saves it after the block.
Grant with it up top. Gets it over to Remond on the baseline to Blazard. Duchesne with, what, 17-point lead?
Yep.
And Gatherum's shot is up, no good. And it's going to be tipped from behind. Good hustle play there by the senior, Ashlyn Gatherum.
Yeah, snuck up on Long.
Gatherum with it straight away. Grant with it on the baseline to Brady. Brady thinks about a three, doesn't take it. But Blazard will. Her shot is no good. Long rebound's going to be tracked down by Brady. She saves it, but it goes to Gardner for Altamont. And Long with it.
Just 4:40 left.
Murray with it up top to Long. On the right wing to Rasmussen. And Duchesne not having to do a whole lot of it with the perimeter passing.
The passing will have to speed up if they want to penetrate in the zone.
Baseline move by Long. Wow. There was a lot of contact on that. No call. And
let's take a look at the replay here.
You can see Long goes in. And
didn't see a lot of contact.
She fell.
What happened, though, is she took the ball out of her hand, and that momentum pushed her back, so it looked a little bit worse than maybe it was. Live, I thought it was a foul also.
Yeah, but officials don't have the
I think they got it right.
Yeah, they don't have the privilege of instant replay either. But
I know. I was kind of with the Altamont fans saying, boy, they should have called that one, but then in the replay, I'm not sure it was.
Shiner with it, covered by two Lady Eagles. And that was a double dribble.
Yeah, he missed it for a second.
There's going to be a warning on Altamont's coach by the official. And I didn't know they could give warnings.
Yeah, they've kind of tried to resist that first technical foul so they can give a warning on the bench. And I think Altamont's coach is just trying to fire up the troops.
Gotcha. And, if you look at the foul count, 7-2 Altamont, 3-2 Duchesne. And in a game where you're playing to stay in the tournament, emotions definitely can run high.
And I like that emotions are running high. I think it's great. It's the passion, and every game should be a passionate experience.
Three-point shot by Maddie Karen, no good. But there's Blazard with the rebound. Her shot's going to go out of bounds and will stay with Duchesne.
Hey, a block shot for Abby Long.
3:40 left, Duchesne 35, Altamont 18. And Altamont, credit the Lady Longhorns, Scott, they have not given up. And the ball's going to be blocked, almost stolen by Rasmussen. Inside to Gatherum. Gatherum shot up, no good. She gets her own rebound. Ball's going to go out of bounds, off of Gatherum, Altamont basketball.
Yeah, a lot of contact on that one as well, as they're kind of letting them play. So there were a couple fouls they didn't call there.
3:27 left. Long gets it to Zeman. And Duchesne with that extended zone. Shiner drives in, kicks it back out. Zeman with it. Long on the three-point line, back out to Zeman, to Shiner. Long's going to drive in. Her shot's up, no good. Rebound's going to be brought down by number 13, and that's for Duchesne. Was it 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, Maddie Karen, but she rolled travel.
Yeah, everybody on the floor.
The officials had a lot of help on that one.
Yeah, they did.
So with 2:58 left, Duchesne has this one. Looks like they will be advancing with Long with the ball. Gets it over to Shiner. And there's going to be a foul on Maddie Karen. Still not in the bonus.
Now, just 2:47 left in the season for the Altamont Longhorns.
And Paula Tesoro checking in for Mikkel Raymond. I don't know if we'll see her anymore.
Yeah, she gets a nice hand. Duchesne's going to say goodbye to some really nice seniors. A good team.
They are. And
you don't get classes in these small schools. You don't get classes like this. All of 2A are smaller schools, and you're kind of, you don't reload. It's basically you watch classes come through, and I think Duchesne has that kind of a class.
I think you're right, and it's going to be definitely a rebuilding year next year for the Duchesne Eagles.
Yeah, I think so.
Ball was tied up. Possession goes to Duchesne.
I only say that because we haven't seen a lot of underclassmen playing for Duchesne. It's been a senior-oriented.
You are right. Paula Tesoro has been the only one who's a sophomore. Grant with it.
And Tesoro is a treasure for the Duchesne Eagles with her layup abilities.
They are going to call it travel, and ball's going to go back to Duchesne.
Tesoro means treasure in Spanish.
I kind of figured.
I thought it was very funny.
Very clever.
Yes.
Clever play on words there.
No, but I have been impressed with Tesoro.
2:25 left. Duchesne will advance to play the winner of Millard and Wasatch Academy. That'll be an awesome game. Just encourage you to stay tuned for that one.
Should be. That's one of those games where you see, they are going to call it travel, but in that game coming up with Millard and Wasatch Academy, this is where, you got two teams with huge championship aspirations. You've got the defending 2A state champs with Wasatch Academy that was ranked #1 coming into the tournament. And so that one's going to be interesting to see how the reactions are. Do they come out with a lot of fire and enthusiasm, or is that kind of be one of those games where everybody's just, we're not settling for 5th or 6th, let's just finish this up.
Right. And Kanab with a great win over Wasatch Academy last night. As Matt Zeman drives on the baseline, goes clear back out to the top, gets it into Kaisley Farnsworth, who's checked in the game for long. Gardner with it, 1:53 left. No score yet for Altamont in this 4th quarter of play.
Yeah, it's been a little bit rough. 17-point lead for Duchesne. They'll move on to the game, next game.
Substitutions coming in the game for Altamont: Oakley Foy and Paula Avendano. And number 22 for Duchesne, who I do not have on the roster.
Number what?
22. And so we apologize to Duchesne fans. We do not have a number 22 on the roster. 22 gets it over to Tesoro. Tesoro's shot's no good, but there's Gathering with the rebound. Her shot's up and no good. Oakley Foy comes down with the rebound.
Yeah, a lot of contact, letting the game conclude.
Foy had some really good minutes in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, she did. Got hit with some foul trouble.
And a turnover to the Lady Longhorns.
Yeah, Braley just looked away, and it went to the other side.
That was Riemann. No. Zeman.
What? Grace Davis, 22.
Number 22 is Grace Davis, so thank you, Statman Dave, for getting that for us.
Yeah, one of the things about being an announcer is you try to get the names right, and every once in a while, especially when you go deep into the bench, you don't get those names, and it's always a regret that we have when we can't get the right names.
It is, because every girl who comes, every player who comes on the floor deserves to be recognized.
Oh, they do.
With their name. And kind of in the same boat, we don't have 24 and we don't have 40 or 15.
Well, they're going to have their years.
They are, and they'll be coming up. So 24, 40, and 15 checking in the game for Duchesne. Getting some varsity minutes in the state tournament. Good experience. As number 44, that's Hannah Butterfield. Gets it over, 3-point shot coming from Paula Avendano. No good. Rebound is taken down by Grace Davis. I'm going to say she stepped on the sideline, so turnover to Duchesne.
Yeah, she couldn't quite get her footing down, and then also the dribble at the same time. It just didn't work out on that sideline.
35.3 seconds left, 35-18. Duchesne has this one and will advance to play for 5th and 6th tomorrow morning against the winner of Millard and Wasatch Academy. And an unforced error, really, the ball just slipped out of her hands. Another turnover to Altamont.
Yep, another just look inside before you catch the ball. It happens to wide receivers in the NFL. It happens to young ladies in tournaments as well.
Duchesne with it. Davis, 3-point shot coming, no good. Rebound will be taken by Duchesne. And number 24 will get it out to number 15. Her shot coming, no good. But there's Davis, 12 seconds left. And Coach Madsen telling his girls to just bring the ball out top. Ball taken out to 40, and that will do it as the Duchesne Lady Eagles defeat the Altamont Lady Longhorns. We will send it back to the studio for a minute, come back with a short post game, and be back.
Live coverage of state tournament high school basketball is made possible by Spencer Ag, helping farmers and ranchers increase crop production with commercial fertilizer, chemical, weed, and bug control. Hometown Abundance. Rick and Elise are proud to support our kids from the Basin doing great things. Upper Country Market. We offer low prices on high-quality products and provide exceptional service.